Miss Smitty Smith, how'd you rest last night?
I rested well. Why are you so low?
I don't know. Let me make sure we're getting set up here and we're getting out there into virtual land. So you slept well last night?
I slept very well.
Good, 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 good. Why is it that I get this spur of energy around 10 o'clock at night where I become, the most creative? Yeah, we are out there. Okay, yeah, we're out there. Hey, family, morning, yo, morning, yo, morning, yo. Hey, I am Smitty Smith.
And I am June Smith, River City Blues Realty
And go ahead,
United
go ahead.
Realty.
No.
Uh,
United Real Estate Richmond family.
Real estate. Y'all
Reunite.
forgive me. United Real Estate Richmond.
Yeah, we've been River City Blues Realty for so long. June and I, we be struggling, family. Sometimes change just takes a minute to sink in. Something as simple as a name change. So for the past 25 years, it's been River City Blues Realty.
That's it. It's embedded
It's
in
it's
me.
yeah. So now we're associated with United Real Estate Richmond. Fam, we're gonna get it right. It may take a minute, but we're gonna keep practicing that, and we're gonna keep doing what we do. All right, and each day we're gonna get closer to getting it right.
Yep.
You know what? I think we are frozen. Oh, you know what? There we are. Oh my God, I don't know what I was doing, but there we are, family. Again, I am Smitty Smith
And I am June Smith.
with.
Who are we with?
Goofed that one all up, man. I wasn't where I thought I was supposed to be.
Okay.
But you know what, June? Welcome to May 27th. Now I'm right.
Okay.
Welcome to May 27th. We got 219 days to go in 2025.
Yes, we do. Woohoo!
That ain't a lot of time, but that ain't a little bit of time.
It's enough.
That time can count.
That's right.
We can make it matter.
It better count.
We can do some great things. June, we're getting closer and closer to our Crazy Faith barbecue.
Woo, woo.
We get to sit down with our friend.
As we get closer, I'm getting less excited.
I know it.
Say, well, oh, Lord.
Burn up some hot dogs, man. Ain't nothing better, baby. Ain't nothing better. June, hey, you know what we're talking about today? Still executing upon that crazy faith.
Mm-hmm.
That crazy faith says that I can, I am, I shall.
That's
And
right.
then when I'm done, what am I going to do? I'm going to celebrate.
That's right.
And then once I finish celebrating, what am I going to do?
Celebrate some more.
I'm going to do it all over again, family. Because I can.
Keep it on.
Because I can.
That's right. So today,
Okay.
I convinced Smitty to talk about the word version.
Yeah. Version 2.0.
That's right. I mean, people talk about, get on the right track, get on the right path, all these different sayings. But I really don't hear people talk about version. And when I say version, it's like, what version are you? What version do you want for your future? What are you laughing?
I'm trying to think. I'd be version 3,822.221543321.
And that's okay, because you can constantly reinvent yourself.
Yeah.
To be better in who you want to be.
Yeah. You
got to forgive yourself and keep pressing forward.
Preach.
And that's all wrapped up in the version.
It is. It is, family.
Who is anyone here? No, it's just us. It's just us. Who is a better Smitty? Who is a better June? What version do you present to everybody else once you close this door? What path do you want to be on? Because we're all going to be a version of something.
Yeah.
As long as we're living and breathing, we're on a path of life.
Mm-hmm.
For some people, it may not be a good one. For some people, it may be just a version of like, I'm just tolerating, I'm just keeping on because that's it. It's just easier. Just to, what's the word? Just to get along.
Yeah.
And there's some people that are constantly pushing the envelope, like, I want to succeed. So they're always pushing to be the better version of yourselves.
Sure.
So I want to talk about versions.
Some people go along to get along.
That's right.
Some people go the opposite way just to make ripples, just to make waves, because you know what? That's the path they're supposed to be on.
Haven't you had that person in your life, the person that just constantly gossips and talks about people
yeah,
and want to cause trouble?
yeah.
Sometimes it's someone in your family that's always complaining.
Yeah, I like to, instead of a version, I like to call them, they're adversions. They're people I want to stay away from, I want to stay away from them. But you're right, June. When I think of version, can you imagine, like with our iPhones,
Okay.
they update us in the middle of the night
Yes.
to a newer version to fix bugs. Can you imagine we can update ourselves at night?
Ooh.
Can you imagine what version would you be on, family? And each version, it fixes bugs and operational errors, and it enhances usability, family.
But I want to put another kink in it or another thought in it. We are updating because every single thing that we experience in life, that day, that moment, that hour, changes us.
Yeah, it does.
And then supposedly when you go to sleep, now I'm going to geek out on you. Supposedly
What?
when you go to sleep and you go into your REM sleep, which is your deepest sleep of
Yeah.
all, you're replaying the day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I hope not, because I have some crazy dreams, dude.
Some of us kind of replay the day, different situations that actually happened throughout the day.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
we kind of
yeah.
wake up with, sometimes we wake up and thought like, I just had a really strange dream, or I just thought about something, or I've got the solution to a problem that I was thinking about for so long. So I think we all are like a computer. We shut down
Yeah, absolutely.
and then we reboot.
Yes.
I'm trying to say it right.
No, you got it.
We reboot physically, mentally, and I think spiritually too.
June, well put. I agree. In between coughs.
Because
each day-
that's the whole point of sleep.
Yeah,
Being
yeah.
able to rest, you
Yeah.
know?
And your
reboot.
your system requires it.
Mm-hmm.
Your operating system demands that you do a shutdown.
Yeah.
Either you can do a soft shutdown or a hard shutdown, but sooner or later you're going to shut down. You're going to have to close your eyes and rest. And that gives your brain the opportunity to reboot itself. Good morning, Paula. How you doing? June said y'all dropping gems this morning.
Thank
That's
you.
more June. So, June. But seriously, what version would I be? Oh my God, I've been through so many upgrades. But you know what? June? But then there's version downgrades. Yeah, that's the opposite. That's where I move away from my greatness.
And actually, if you still keep along the lines of being a computer, there's viruses. Right? So what are viruses, right?
People, places, and things will be peopling on me.
You got it. So you gotta protect yourself from those viruses.
You gotta have some virus protection software for your brain, family. And what's some of that virus protection software for your brain? The doorbell,
right.
The curtains. You close the curtains, keep company out. There's
Your
all kind
dogs,
of
your kids,
antivirus
Yes.
software. An attack dog, an attack cat.
We all need some type of antivirus, something that we put in place that can keep individuals that want to invade our peace, invade the version of ourselves that we're trying to protect and get ahead in life.
Yeah. Sometimes people, places, and things, they block the better version of me. And I'm trying to get to the better version of me. I'm trying to get to the stronger version of me. That's what we're doing in 2025. The better me, the stronger me. The better version, the stronger version, which means I gotta do some updating, family. I gotta do some system-wide reboot. I gotta do some system cleaning. Well, my computer says you have about 413,000 files that are slowing down your operating system.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. But that's just it. We accept it because we get used to it. We don't even realize our operating system has been degraded. I'm just living my life. I got friends that I think are my friends, but they're really not. I got family that I think care about me, but they really don't.
Well. And
once I get used to it, once I get accustomed to my system operating at this speed, me being at this level, not this level, after a while you don't even realize it. You're just living your life. You just living that version.
That you're being corrupted.
No, seriously, June, and it can get even bad enough, family, that your whole life can be hacked.
Ooh.
That's what credit cards do, family.
Yes.
They hack your life. I know it sounds strange, but I would not say it if it were not true.
Good morning, Tamara. How are you?
Hey, tomorrow. June, you opened up some mail the other day. You got a check from, what was the name of the company?
It was like something like Mariner Finance. It
Yeah.
wasn't them, it was another company.
It was another
doing the
company.
Same thing.
And they sent June a live check. Hadn't filled out the first application.
Nope.
All she had to do was deposit it, family. It was
$2,500 free and clear.
it was a negotiable
See ya.
instrument. All right. Now, what version is that? That would be version stupid. Okay.
Hey, I would get ready to go
37% interest. I'm gonna say it one time. I mean, the 37% interest. That's the devil.
Yeah.
That is straight. That is
It
straight
is.
up the devil, family. You know. So as we continue to update our versions, you know, as we age, you know, we get smarter.
Yes. We have a lot of life lessons underneath our
Yeah,
belt.
yeah. That's every year is a version upgrade.
That's right. Hopefully we've learned from it.
Every day is a subversion upgrade. You know, and you know what, family? That's built into us. That's part of who we are. Let's accept it. Let's adopt it. Let's execute thereupon. All right.
But I want to take it again another step further. So, all right, we've realized now that we're versions and we can be different versions of ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you a question. What version, if you had the choice of living, would you choose? Smitty?
I choose the version where I'm living on a barndemonium on a lake where there's a stream running underneath my deck. Okay, where I can sit on my deck and fish. Where beside my chair is a refrigerator where I can reach out and grab all the This refrigerator never runs out of Snapple apples. You know? It's just every day. It just replenishes itself with Snapple apple. And then on the other side, I have a big old bucket of cheese curls. Not the cheap cheese curl, the expensive ones. And I'm just sitting there fishing, cheese curling, Snapple appling. That's the version.
That's it.
That's it.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not a complicated guy.
You're not complicated. So what would it take for you to achieve that version? If that's truly what you want, then what would it take?
I'm married well, so I just need my wife to give it to me.
I guess the point that I'm taking, the point I'm trying to make is, if
I don't know, Paula.
truly your version, then why not strive to make that happen?
That's what I want you to do.
You have to strive to
Yeah,
make it happen.
yeah,
I
yeah,
can
I
make
am.
it happen for you.
I am. I want you to make that happen for me.
I can't make it happen.
Paul.
It has to be from you.
No. I'm the one that's got to eat the cheese curls and drink the Snapple apples while working a fishing rod. I got my own task there, you know. But that's the best version of me. You know, June, the best version of me, honestly and truthfully, is, and this may sound corny, and I apologize to the whole entire world,
Oh, Lord.
but I mean what I says, and I'm saying what I mean. And I want to get to, because I'm not completely there. I want to get to the version 999.999.999.999, just 1 percentage point away from perfection. And that is where the blessings truly flow through me, not just to me. June, that's it. Seriously. When Smitty Smith is the biggest and best version that he can ever be, well, there's only one little version left that's going to version my butt into heaven, okay? But before that one version before that, June, that one downgraded version for Smitty Smith is where, honestly and truthfully, wake up with the attitude of gratitude, knowing the magnitude of what I can accomplish during that day, and that is simply the blessings flowing through Smitty Smith. You feel what I'm saying, dog? On God.
I get that. For me, my best version is that things don't bother me as much.
Okay.
I get to the point where it's just, like old people, you talk to old people, and some old people just don't have a filter. They just, because they just got to the stage where it's like, it is what it is.
They got to that version 99.9.
You know that I'm good, so I'm just going to say
Yeah,
what's on my mind.
yeah,
I'm not going to
yeah.
bite my tongue. It is what it is. I want to get
what
to
it is.
that
Yeah.
stage in life where things don't bother me, where, again, going back to a computer, you know what I mean? I don't get corrupted by other individuals' thoughts, hopes, and plans for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And what I want for my life. And that's so easily said than done.
Yeah, but I believe you can get there, June. I believe you're well on the way.
I believe so.
You know, every year, June, she gets rid of friends. She eliminates folks from her existence. I mean, she deletes them off her hard drive.
That makes me sound so cold. But I do.
We are what we do. We are what we do, family. But nah, June,
Because I don't believe in carrying negative energy into the year.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So I honestly do that, guys. I actually sit down and I think, you know what, does this person, and this doesn't mean that this person is a bad person. It just means that they don't fit into my plan for my future, what I want for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm releasing them and they're releasing me. I think it's a good thing. I really do.
I don't
And I
disagree.
would recommend everybody to do that. Just
Everybody
evaluate
just-
what is around you.
Yeah, and just get rid of some files. Do you have files clogging your operating
Yeah.
system? Do you need to do a system-wide? Do you need to reformat your hard drive? But June, seriously, Apple does it every night. It seems there's a different version. Good morning, Damon. There's a different version, June. Version 2.0, version 13, version 14.
I mean, in Damon's version, he would have what,
There's version 30. It's been 30 years, but we're
That's
not
right.
talking about
We ain't talking about
We ain't
that.
talking about that right now, all right? But seriously, family, Apple has version 15, and then it's 15.2, 15.3, and that 15.3, the newest version is 15. That's where they've done a lot of upgrades. And then version 15.1 is when they go in and fix a bug in version 15. 15.2 and 3 might be to fix the bugs in version 15.1.
Yeah.
So computer software and people were always growing, always changing.
Well, we should be. Because we're going to change into some version.
Yeah.
There might be a version that we don't necessarily like of ourselves.
Yeah.
But hopefully we're going to, strive to be the best. And you made me think about something because, like I said, I do that every year. Like the end of the year, I reflect on friendships and things that I've done, and I want to upgrade it and change it or whatever. But I think I should do that more often. I shouldn't carry it.
Then you won't have no friends.
I know, right?
It's be just you and me, baby. You and me against the world. And against Dallas. It's just the two of us against Dallas.
But I think sometimes we carry things too long.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
We hold on to
yeah.
things that we know are not good for us. And
Yeah.
it doesn't necessarily mean people. It could be renting an apartment.
People,
you know
places,
what I mean?
and things.
We've rented for so long, we needed to release that.
Yeah. Or I've rented so long that I don't even feel it anymore. I don't even realize that I'm investing in somebody else's future.
Exactly.
I don't even realize that I'm sending somebody else's kids to college. I don't even realize I'm not building a firm financial structure for myself, So again, June, my operating system has been degraded by credit cards, by debt, by payday loans, by co-signing, by not budgeting, and I just get used to operating at this level. I'm not optimized.
Yeah.
And that's really what it's called. It's called, system optimization, where you go through, you delete a bunch of old files, you move things where they're originally supposed to be, and it increases or it enhances your system-wide performance.
And I also realized that in this conversation that I have actually been, hacked.
You've been hacked. We've all been
I
hacked.
hacked by
Yes.
the friendships or relationships that I've had with some family members because
Yeah.
I've increased their productivity.
Yeah.
I've increased their processing systems on a constant basis by, by being there for them, hearing them, going through all the things instead of tending to myself.
Absolutely.
Instead of upgrading myself, I've been upgrading other people,
Yeah.
close family and friends, and we love them, we care about them, and we don't realize that we're doing that and sometimes enabling them to do their things instead of things that we need to do for ourselves.
Absolutely. Positive. We are all there. We all have lived that life.
Yes.
Are living that life. You know what? And as you said, June, it's not till we get to the older versions of ourselves that we begin to say, you know what, I don't have time for that foolishness.
That's right.
There is no merit, there's no increase in that. All this offers is decrease.
Yeah.
Wasting my time, wasting my energy, wasting my thought process, wasting my life. Come on, family, let's be honest about this. Because we all are going to version update.
Yes.
It's either we version update good or we version update bad, but there are going to be changes in our lives. All right? And people are going to continue to people. People are always going to people, places, and things. Always going to be peopling up and down our legs, okay?
I wasn't going to say that.
Hey, I was saying, I'm just going to be honest, family, So let's just accept it. Let's just accept, you know what, June? My next version update is going to be what I design it to be, not what somebody else designs it for me to be.
Yeah.
My next system-wide upgrade is going to be me being in charge of my finances. It may not be where I want them to be, but at least I'm in charge of it to make it better for the next upgrade. So June, version 15 is Smitty budgeting.
Okay.
Version 15.1 is me getting better at budgeting. Version 15.8 or 15.9 is when I'm actually following my budget. It took 9 upgrades to finally get good at it.
But that's okay.
That's okay, family.
Because you're moving in the direction that you want to move.
That's the way it's supposed to be. Version 16, I'm budgeting now. I'm going to start saving. Version 15 through 15.1 through 15.9 have prepared me for my version 16 upgrade where I actually plan to start saving money. All right? Version 16 is not saving money. It's planning to save money. Version 6.1, I save $1.
But hold on. In the middle of your upgrade, someone is trying to corrupt you.
Yeah. A file corruption, a system corruption.
Someone has sent you some information. To
Somebody sent me a credit card offer.
Let me see. We got to put in computer terms, and I'm not good at that. A megabyte.
Absolutely.
To go out and eat at a restaurant.
Yes.
You know you have no business.
Yes, and you said you weren't
put it in a budget.
Yep, but you're gonna go anyway.
That's right.
That is a virus. That is malware.
Okay.
June trying to geek out. She ain't really a geek. It's so sad. It's so sad. But you keep trying, boo. Okay, I love you. I love you, girl. Oh man, let me get over here for a minute.
You're so mean to me. Why stick around?
Oh man, but this was a great subject, June, and it's and it's well timed. It's real. As long as we're being real, as long as we stay real, then you know what? Then we be real. Demond says, just cut them up. Yeah, brother, I'm serious. One of the best ways, version 16.2 is Smitty Smith actually cutting up his credit cards. I don't close them, but I do cut them up. See, family, the only way to get out of debt is to what, June?
Not make
any more debt. But it took me version 1 to 16 to get there. Maybe version 1, I was born, version 40, I'm turned 40 years old, and I'm finally realized, you know what? This ain't where I want to be. I'm not doing what I want to do.
I'm not with the person I want to be with.
No, we can go there, family, if you want to go there, because I ain't scared. On God, I'll tell you the truth. So, June, we get there and we say, you know what? This ain't working for me. My system is not taking me where I want to go. I need the version upgrade or completely upgrade my system.
Yeah.
Sometimes, family, your system just can't handle your dreams. I'm going to put it out there, family.
Ooh.
Sometimes your system can't do it. Sometimes you need a faster operating system. You've done all you can do with this one. But you know what? I bought this computer, got me to here. But you know what? It can't take me any further. So I got to do some upgrading, June.
And it's not just about, people, even though I made a reference to that. It could also be about your job.
Yeah.
I've been in this job for 10, 15 years, doing the same old.
Yeah.
And I'm not getting ahead.
No.
I'm not being promoted.
It's
not as rewarding as it was when I first started. I'm no longer excited about waking up and going to work.
That sounds like a car payment. Version month 1, version month 12. Damn, it's time to make the car payment again.
That's right.
Demond says, Fingerhut keep calling you. Oh my God, man.
You remember?
Oh my God, man.
Jesus.
What's that, man? I'll tell you.
Takes me back.
Yeah, that takes me back as well. And Demond, brother, I still run across people who have Fingerhut accounts delinquent.
Wow.
Okay. It is crazy, family.
I didn't even know they existed.
Yeah, they still exist. I know that debt still exists. I know people still got collections and judgments on their credit cards from Fingerhut. So hey, family, debt, you know what? It's just an old version. Sometimes, June, my version upgrades don't fully take effect until I delete the previous versions. Because, see, there's only one operating system, family.
Yeah.
I want y'all to feel that. There's just one. So when I upgrade from one, it overwrites the other.
Right.
So, see, I don't have version 15 and 15.3 working at the same time. So when I upgrade, I'm actually rewriting, I'm replacing old habits with new habits. Be them good or bad, it doesn't matter. But because there's only one operating system. So is this a good one or is this a bad one? That's what I get to decide based upon what I do.
And you're the operating system.
Yeah.
It's you.
Hey, look at that. Tomorrow Kill sent a couple of happy faces. I bet Tomorrow Kill got a finger hut account, Jimmy.
No, she don't.
Yes, she
No,
do.
she don't. My
Yes, she
girl
do.
has- No.
I bet she do. I bet she gonna be finger hutting it up later today. Now that we talked it up.
No.
So family, in all sincerity, it is what it is. You are who you are. You get to decide where you go or where you don't go. We're talking about home ownership, but it's about anything. It's about everything. It's about you. It's about me.
And you don't stop upgrading once you've reached your goal. So, Smitty, you've got to your goal. You're living the life that you want to live. You don't stop.
No.
You just make a new one.
Just make
You
it.
just keep getting an upgrade until
you get to version 999.999.999. And your next upgrade is going to be upgrading your butt to heaven. All right. So until you get to version 1000, okay, we just slight upgrades, family. And some upgrades are very minor.
Yes.
Very, very minor. 15 point to 15.1. Version 16.2, where we just fix a few bugs. We always say, family, one bite at a time.
That's right.
1
megabyte.
That's what I'm going to say. What is, give a non-geek a little bit of information. Look at her. She's designing computer systems now. Jimmy Smith, computer engineer.
That's right.
It should be calling me later. Smitty, where's the on button? And I ain't even going to tell you.
I ain't that bad.
I ain't even going to tell you.
I would even ask you where the switch is.
Okay? Yeah, where the switch. Yeah, where's the switch? Hey, family, it is what it is. All right, so let's just keep on upgrading. Let's upgrade ourselves all the way into the pearly gates. That's what I say. That's my plan.
No, upgrade all the way home.
All the way straight home.
Get connected.
All right. Now you know. Hey, family, we're at 30. We're gonna move that number here the next couple. We're gonna move it probably 32,
Woo-hoo!
33 by the end of the week. We're gonna just keep on grinding, family.
That's right.
We set a goal. We put it out there in the whole wide universe, and it's amazing the changes that have taken place so far this year, and then the changes that we're making to support the changes.
Smitty, the beginning of the year, we had no idea that we were going to join forces.
No, I
That
had
was not
no.
even
Oh
on
my.
the radar.
Oh my
What
God,
in
family.
the world happened?
If someone had said, Smitty, you going to merge with another real estate company, they'd say, man, you smoking.
You smoking?
Matter of fact, pass it. Let me get a hit on that.
It's all right.
But...
the Dutchie on the left hand side.
Oh
Sorry,
my God. All right. But no, June, but you're telling the truth, though. I would say, that's what I say, Pat Shaducci from the left-hand side, because you seriously smoking something strong. And then, June, all the changes we are making to support the change, it all works together, family. We said we're going to help 100 plus folks fire their landlords in 2025.
Yes.
And we are saying it. We can't say it and not live it. Family, because that would be false. I can't expect the blessings to come to me and through me if I'm not going to do the right thing, if I don't believe it, if I'm not acting upon it. It's kind of a waste of my time just to stand here and pontificate.
Ooh,
I know Dante June is funny this morning, So again, family, that's what I'm saying.
Dante's here?
Yeah, he's here. Yeah, he's commenting on your Dutchie comment.
It's not Dutchie, it's Dotchie.
Dotchie? Dottie girl? Dottie girl? No.
That's Dottie.
Dottie?
And there's Dutchie. I'll teach you.
Yeah, June's going to teach me. June's going to teach me to be Jamaican. Blood clot.
No. Please don't say that. Always using words words he don't.
I know it, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This one, the girl I used megabyte earlier. Okay. What does June always say? Oh, there's a double standard. Well, apparently there is. But again, family, seriously though, June, I want folks to realize this. We've been saying this for over 2 years.
Yes.
And the change is amazing. River City Blues Realty, powered by and associated with United Real Estate Richmond, soon to be RVA Blue Realty, in association with United Realty. Jim, we put out our first video. Go follow us straight home video. Yeah. 600 views in under 24 hours.
Wow.
We've been working on it for weeks, trying to get that formatting down, trying to get that look, that feel, that marketing, that branding.
Yeah.
And we have it. We've had to put forth a lot of work. We had to spend money on camera.
That was a huge download.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know if my systems really handled it well because it's a change.
It is.
And change is difficult.
It can be.
Especially when you're older, you're so set in your ways.
Absolutely.
And everything it needs to do, and then suddenly the system changes.
Yeah, everything changes.
And you have to upgrade. You can't key in and do things the way you're used to doing it.
Yeah, we call that system-wide upgrade, June.
But that's okay.
Everything gets upgraded.
That's right.
So that means I have new procedures, new boot-up procedures, new equipment, new task. Everything is new. And there's a certain amount of apprehension. There's a learning curve that you have to negotiate to get proficient and efficient.
Yes.
We're dealing with all the same. Well, June, we're going through all of that this year because we said we wanted to fire 100 plus landlords.
That's what we said.
That is the core issue. That is the problem, is that we decided that we were going to do something bigger and better.
And sometimes sugar honey iced tea moves slow.
It do, family, it do. So I want y'all to be careful. Don't put stuff out there in the universe if you're not serious. But if you are serious, say it loud, say it proud, family. We're going to fire 100 plus landlords. Saying in front of the whole wide world, unapologetic, non-yielding, this is what we's gonna do.
We gonna upgrade, baby.
Why did I just think of that movie, Hustle and Flow? Why did you just sound like the guy from Hustle and Flow? But yes, family, we.
Put it together, son. Put it together.
Hey, family. I don't know what kind of juice Jude is on this morning. But I'm trying to take time.
What is wrong with you?
Oh man, hey family, look here. So since we put it out there, we got to keep it out there. It's just that simple. Hey, look here. In between us being silly, if we gave you anything of value, if we gave you a moment to say, at any point did you stop and say, you know what? What they're saying makes sense. This is something that I seriously have to consider. If you do, just simply like our posts. Help us get the word out about grants, down payment assistance. Help us get the word out about investing in ourselves. Help us get the word out about, look, Demond's trying to get a post in. I see him trying to do it. You see it?
I see it.
I'm learning his wicked ways.
And if you're involved or hanging out or in a job where it's an IBM computer and you're just not moving at all. You got one of those green screens.
Green screen of death.
What is that thing that goes? The first computer was a green screen and that noise. It was like when you were playing tennis. It bumped.
Oh, you talking about Pong?
Pong, yeah.
Pong, the game.
If you're still working with a Pong computer.
Now, here's something I know. Here's something I know. Dante Green will relate to.
What's that?
The red blinking lights of death. That's something that
what is that?
Us video gamers understand. That's when it's time that your video game has just died and the lights just flashed. So again, family, please like and share. Help us get the word out about grants and down payment assistance. And if you dare, just attend one of our Grits and Grants workshops, live and in living color, where we share free but valuable information about grants and down payment assistance. Family, we gets up with the gets down. And you know what? The same people that's speaking to you today are the exact same people that are going to teach you some stuff that you need to know. It's free, but it's incredibly valuable.
I've got something that you and Dante may relate to, and other gamers. If your life is like a game of Mortal Kombat with yourself, turn it off. Get it together. Life should not be that hard.
So tell us about Mortal Kombat, June.
That's what I got.
All she got is the title.
No, I've seen
Okay.
you and the kids play. I've seen
Okay.
you and Dante with you guys. What is it? There's a Chinese one, and then there's shooting. No,
That's
it's
see
a gun
see
one.
that see that you don't
It's a
even
gun
know.
one.
You don't even know. You don't even know.
All I
See
know
that
is that you always lose.
you are stretching
All I know
well
is you always
beyond.
lose. Dante,
Yeah.
you always
Oh
lose.
yeah. Everybody knows that. Good morning, cupcakes. How you doing? Everybody knows. Hey man, Call of Duty.
Oh,
Call of
boy.
Duty. I
Okay.
suck, but man, I talk much trash. I'm getting shot in the back. I'm laughing the whole way. Everyone else got 3,000 points. I'm in -2, but I'm having a party. You ain't lived until you had a 10-year-old cuss you out because you. Man, you suck. Man, you suck. Shut up, kid.
You're so wrong.
That's right. The mind got it. The mind got it. Finish
Finish
him.
him.
Yeah. Devon is a gamer. He knows.
Oh, really? Okay.
Judy Smith mixing her games up. That ain't right,
Oh,
man.
no.
You trying to start a ruckus
Dante,
up in here.
She can come over and play in the cinema. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Shoot. Help her out, Dante. Help a sister out. Help a sister out. You know. But again, family, version upgrades, you know. Sometimes we choose to be upgraded and sometimes we are forcibly upgraded. Okay? Sometimes I like where I am. I like what I'm doing. But life comes around and says, no, my brother, you can't be here. You have to go here. And you know what, family? We're actually pushed further down the success line. We don't even realize it, June.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And sometimes, June, we choose to go back and reset.
Oh.
You know? And family, the key here is that I made the decision. June, here I was, the biggest, most grandest real estate agent in my own mind. Okay. You know what? And life took a few turns. I took a few turns. And I actually went from this big time real estate agent. I sat my butt behind the wheel of a school bus and drove a school bus for a year, family. I did. Did very little real estate because I wasn't able to.
Yeah.
I got up each morning at 5 o'clock, got on that cold bus, drove them badass kids to school.
Terrorized your
Oh, I
kids.
did the whole way, family. I really did. But you know, that was my year to reboot. You know, that was my year to do some system upgrades, but I needed to know what I needed and where I needed and how I needed to do those upgrades, family.
Yeah.
June, it's the most productive year of my life, but I didn't know it then. I only see it now.
Yeah.
Because that system downgrade, where I was able to get rid of some other operating systems that I was operating on, which were no good. They were corrupted.
Yeah.
All right, they weren't
People, places, and things, right?
people, places, and things. So again, we only have one operating system at a time, family. So I actually downgraded to a simpler operating system, fewer moving parts. It couldn't do quite as much, but I only needed it to do just enough. And from there, I then started re-upgrading in a controlled manner, ways that I decided to upgrade. And look where I is today, family.
You got part of your dream. Lakefront. Fish out your window.
In Petersburg, family.
That's right. Dirty
In the dirty burg. Y'all better feel what I'm saying. All right. Hey, June. I am Smitty Smith.
And I am June Smith, the best version of me.
And who are you associated
far.
with?
I'm associated with United Real Estate
Richmond. There you go. Way to go, boo.
See, I'm getting
All right. So again, we're River City Blues Realty in association with Powered by United Real Estate Richmond, soon to be RVA Blue Realty. Family, we're making those changes.
That's right.
We're putting things in place to get to that 100. Don't say it if you don't mean it. And for sure, don't say it 5 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
Like June and I do, if you don't mean it, because the universe hears it.
That's right.
What did Demond say? Lucky you wasn't in the dirty South Side. I agree, Demond. I agree. So again, family, I gotta go gadget go. I gotta go create some more video content. I gotta create another video. We're just doing this thing, June. I'm so excited because I see the vision coming true. I see us getting to the point where we really truly are going to fire 100 plus landlords.
That's right. 100 plus
every year. But
Yes,
look how many times we had to say it. Look how many years we had to say it.
And we're going to keep saying it until it happens.
There you go, family. Y'all folks got to go home. You got to go straight home. Anything else we got to let these folks go, June?
Nope.
Hey, I'm Audi 5000.
Just work on getting upgraded, guys.
Deuces.
Peace.